Hello students. So now we'll be discussing about the human respiratory system. So we have got 10 parts in the human respiratory system, numbered from 1 to 10. So the first part is nasal cavity. So nasal cavity is nothing but the first part present in the nose that actually contains two things. One is we have a lot of tiny fine hairs present in the nose, which are used to filter the dust or other dirt particles that enter our nose. And we have another thing called mucus. So remember, mucus is also present in the stomach, which prevents the stomach from the harmful effects of the hydrochloric acid, right? Similarly, in the nostrils also we have got mucus, and this mucus helps the oxygen or the air to flow easily into the windpipe. So we have two parts in the nasal cavity. One is fine hairs and the other one is mucus. The second part is pharynx. Pharynx is nothing but the part of the throat that is behind the mouth. Just behind the mouth we have the part of a throat, right? So this part that is just behind the mouth is known as pharynx. Third one, larynx. Larynx is this part. The third part is called larynx, which is also called voice box, or it's also called vocal cord as well. So the function of the larynx is to produce sound. So when we speak, when we can keep our palm on the throat, we can feel some vibration while we are speaking or singing. So that is because of larynx. So because of the vibration of this third part only, we're able to speak or sing or to converse with others. So the main part is actually larynx or voice box. The fourth part is trachea. Trachea is nothing but the windpipe that takes the air that we inhale through the bronchi to the lungs. So next is rings of cartilage. Rings of cartilage are these tiny ring-like structures. They are made up of soft bone. We already studied that cartilage are nothing but soft bone in class 9 in the chapter tissues, right? So these soft bones protect the windpipe from further collapse. That is, it prevents the air passage from collapsing. So that is a very, very important part present in the respiratory system. So the part number 6 is bronchi. So bronchi is this portion where the windpipe gets connected to the inner part of the lung. So that is the airway that connects trachea and the lungs. So this trachea is getting connected to the lungs by a bridge-like structure which is called bronchi. Next is bronchioles. So the small branches that originate from the bronchi. Can you see here? The branches that are originating from the bronchi are called bronchioles. And then lung. Lung is the main organ. The whole thing is called lung, that you already know. So last part, this alveoli is a very, very important part. We have an important question, a 3-mark question describing the function of alveoli. So alveoli nothing but these bronchioles will terminate or will end in small balloon-like structures. I think you can see it over here. These circular balloon-like structures, they are called alveoli. Here we have drawn a magnified version of alveoli. So what is the function of alveoli? Alveoli nothing but balloon-like structures that provide a surface where the exchange of gases can take place. So alveoli are present in the end of the lungs where exchange of gases takes place. For example, the oxygen that we inhale comes through the nose, through the trachea, through the bronchi, through the bronchioles, till the alveoli. In the alveoli, what happens is that the oxygen gas gets mixed with the blood and is taken to all parts of the body. In return, all parts of the body will give us the unwanted carbon dioxide gas, which gets mixed with the alveoli, and then we exhale. So this happens in fraction of seconds. So alveoli is the major part where this exchange of gases takes place. That is, oxygen is being released and carbon dioxide is being taken through the balloon-like structures called alveoli. Okay, so they provide a surface where the exchange of gases can take place, and the walls contain extensive network of blood vessels. The walls of the alveoli, these balloon-like structures, will have numerous blood vessels, numerous tubes that carry blood to all parts of the body, so as to take out oxygen to all parts of the body, and so as to remove the carbon dioxide from each and every cell of the body and exhale it through the nostril. Lastly, we have diaphragm. So diaphragm is nothing but a muscular separation between the respiratory system and the digestive system. So this diaphragm, what happens is when we breathe in, when we inhale, what happens? We lift our ribs. Ribs are nothing but the protection that is present over the lungs. We have bones all over here which are called ribs. So when we breathe in, we lift our ribs and flatten our diaphragm. So when we inhale the oxygen, this diaphragm becomes like this, it becomes flat. And what happens? The chest cavity becomes large, the lung becomes large. Okay, when we exhale, when we leave out the carbon dioxide, the diaphragm again comes back to this dome shape and the chest cavity becomes small. So this is what happens in human respiratory system. If you need more clarity, we'll be discussing this in today's Zoom meeting. Okay, thank you.